all right.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Fran, it's early, obviously, but the makeup of this team, what impresses you so far?
Well, this is a unique summer because we're going overseas in August, as you all know. So what we have are more practice opportunities, but it also means we have to get more stuff in. Normally, we wouldn't put in now what we're actually having to put in. So we're throwing a lot of stuff at them, and they picked it up really quickly. We have 6 new players, 4 freshmen, and they picked everything up amazingly quickly, and that's impressive to me because a lot of times it takes a while when you're throwing quick hitters and zone defense and press, motion offense, defensive concepts, terminology, continuity offense. We're throwing it all at them. Side out of bounds plays under the basket, all the counters. It's pretty involved. And normally, we don't play till November, so you're not really worried about that, but we actually play in August, so we're getting it all in.
Have you seen in your past when you've taken teams overseas, have you seen tangible value?
Yeah, there's no question, and what you hope, because you can go every 4 years, as you know, and so sometimes it falls particularly well, and I guess you could justify it, we have a veteran team, gives us enough extra opportunity to get more practice, and then go over there and play and get your veteran team ready for a grueling Big Ten season. Or we've got a young team, and it just gives us a little bit of a head start. I mean, this is we've got some veteran guys, but it's a pretty young team. It's a new team. A lot of those 6 new players are going to be playing a lot. So I just think in this situation, it's better. You have a veteran team coming back, it's a bonus, but it has more impact when you have a young team and new guys.
What do you expect from Patrick? I mean, he is one of those veterans you're talking about.
Yeah, I expect him to be not only a consistent performer, but a leader. Because we've had really good leaders the last couple of years, whether it be Luka, or Jordan, or Connor, Chris, Keegan, and those guys were all really good leaders in that sense. So now those guys are all gone. So who's it going to be? Obviously, Tony, Peyton, and Patrick are the 3 guys that you think about. So that's what I'm expecting from them.
Coach, you've got quite a bit more front court depth when you look at from last season with the transfer portal and bringing in some freshmen. Does that change how you approach things going into the season at all?
No, it's just it's welcome. I mean, we were really lucky last year. When you think about it, Chris, Connor, and Phillip played 3,000 minutes. We did not have a lot of depth in the front court, and had any one of those 3 guys gotten hurt, it would have really impacted our ability to make the NCAA tournament. So when we watch practice and we review practice now, we're so much bigger and so much better on the glass. Owen and Lodgy in particular, as freshmen, have been very impressive. Ben is what we expected him to be. He's been terrific. But across the board, there's just so many different ways we can go. We can swing, Peyton, Price, Patrick. We can play 2 bigger forwards if we need to. But just having traffic rebounders, physical size, and also a much more physical post presence. Not that we didn't have it last year, but we were really seriously concerned about foul trouble. Phillip or Chris was in foul trouble. That was going to be really hard.
When you look at this freshman class, with Price and Brock and Owen, they're a little bit more known commodities given that they're from around here. With Lodgy, for folks that don't know a whole lot about his game, what would you say about him?
Lodgy's been really impressive so far. He's obviously a big body. He's probably 260 pounds, but he's got a really good skill set. He moves it. He can put it on the deck. He can make threes. But he has been a phenomenally impressive rebounder every day since he got here, which is what we need from that position.
So he exceeded your expectations in that rebounding?
No, I think that's what we expected. But I think in fairness to your question, Pat, most freshmen don't come in and consistently rebound the way he has. Even if it's there, like we thought it was there, it's just every day he's up over 10 rebounds in practice, and that's good.
On a trip like this, you want to get everybody the same amount of minutes, do you think?
Well, matter of fact, what we're going to do something unique. Like we're not going to, like I'm not going to approach every game where, okay, this is my starting lineup. We don't have a starting lineup now. We won't have a starting lineup in August. So we'll put 3 different teams together. When I say that, like 7 guys, they're going to play the whole time. And matter of fact, what I'm going to do is each one of my assistants is going to coach a game. So we have 3 games. So Matt will coach a game, Sherm will coach a game, Courtney will coach a game. And we'll have different combinations, young guys, old guys, and we'll try to, get guys like Amari on some playing time and things like that. So I want everybody to go over there and feel like they had an ample opportunity to play. And the other thing is, so if they don't play today, that means tomorrow you're going to play 38 minutes or 35 minutes.
We're not going to some crummy, isolated villages. You're going to 3 of the best places in the world. Is that by design?
It is. I think when you look at it, it's much more than a basketball experience. It's a cultural, educational, team bonding opportunity. And I've been fortunate enough to do this more than a few times. And the impact is so much more impressive when it comes to the big picture than it is specifically relating to basketball. The games themselves are moderately important, to be honest with you. And that's been a shift. Like in the past, when we used to go, we played it like it was the Final Four, and the last time we went, it was much more relaxed. It's get guys playing time, build confidence, get young guys opportunity. I don't really need to see what Tony Perkins can do. We know what Tony Perkins can do. I need to find out what our other guys can do, and that's going to be more important.
Coach, you mentioned the freshman class picking things up quickly. Is that relatively uncommon to see the transition be that smooth?
Well, I think it's uncommon that it's across the board. Some guys just are naturally gifted in that area. They just pick it up. It's not that you can't learn a play, but it's learning the counters and then the nuances of it. Motion offense is seemingly simple, but if you're not screening and moving and cutting with a purpose, it doesn't work. It just looks like mush, a bunch of guys running around, and there's no success in that formula. So these guys have, I think, innate basketball instincts. So if we're going to be a transition to motion team, which we are most of the time, you have to be that kind of player to perform well. If you're a mechanical thinking guy, and we're running a set play, I got to line up on the block, and then I screen across, then I pop out. You can do that, but that's not how we play.
With a guy like Brock, and watching some of his high school film, he just looks like a kid who's fearless out on the court. Have you seen him?
He's always been that way. Very competitive, phenomenally confident in himself and his ability to make plays by design, or make plays when there's really doesn't look like there's anything there, and somebody's got to go do something. He's really good in that area.
Okay, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.